Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, our students, and good afternoon, parents, carers, and guardians as well. Welcome back. Welcome back to Cantell if you are in years 8 to 11. And of course, a very warm welcome if you are a new year 7 student joining us. We're really excited and looking forward to welcoming you all back to school. Year 7s, you'll be joining us early on the 1st and the 2nd of September for your induction days, those all important induction days that sadly you missed out on last year. And for the other year groups, that is years 8 to 11, you'll be rejoining us from the 3rd of September onwards. There are some year 11s that are going to be invited in earlier on, and you would have already received your letters from Mr. Gill if you are coming in. If you haven't been invited in, then you're joining the rest of the school on the 3rd of September. This video today is to go through where you come in to school, where your lessons in the majority will be, what learning will look like at Cantell School, where you'll exit, where your social times will be, and so much more. This video in itself shouldn't be used by itself. It should be used with some of the other letters that have come through, Mr. Creswell's PowerPoint. All of those information together will provide you with everything that you need to know about how to come back to school, and most importantly, how to come back to school safely during this coronavirus pandemic. Thank you. Year 11s, we're incredibly excited to welcome you back. It's a really important year for you. We know that just as much as you do, and we're here to work with you in collaboration to ensure that you achieve the very best outcomes at the end of this year, to ensure that you can go on to the next step of your education, training, or indeed employment. So as you know, you're going to be in the yellow zone. You will have 2 different entrances that you can use. You're joining us on Thursday the 3rd of September, although there may be a couple of you that may have been invited in earlier on. Please only come in if that is the case and you've been invited in by Mr. Gill. So your 2 entrances are the pedestrian entrances, and it's really important that you stick to those entrances and at the given time stated for your start and finish time. So your entry points are the pedestrian gates, the first one being here. You'll recognise that as being the main school gate, and for those of you that are coming from the city centre, from Swatheling, from Mansbridge, from the flower gardens, this would be the gate that you use if you're in year 11. Of course, many of you also come from Portswood, from Highfield, from Bassett area, and I would then suggest that you use the pedestrian gate at the top rather than this one, which will mean that actually we can have a freer flow of students coming in and leaving the building. So year 11s, once you've arrived at the school through the pedestrian gates, you would have come through to student entrance where you would have hand sanitized, and you come in and you turn left, and as soon as you turn left you will see very clearly the yellow entrance. So you continue on down through the first doors to the turning right to the first stairwell, and that will be known as the yellow staircase, your staircase. So year 11, we're at the bottom of your stairwell. Let's go up and see where your zone is. So as you can see, very clearly marked where you need to go. Socially distanced markers on the floor. Please make sure you make use of them. We're on level 2 now. Clearly marked that this is the way that you've got to go. Staying on the left-hand side, we enter into the what was the languages and science area. Of course, there was one English room, Miss Misford's room there as well. So nice long corridor where we would have had, as I said, languages previously, one English class, and also science. So this will be the yellow zone. This will be your zone, year 11, where you will learn the majority of your subjects, but actually for many of those very key option subjects, you'll go out to those particular classrooms. Every year group, every zone will have their own individual designated set of toilets. As you can see, we are in the blue zone, in the year 9 zone, and we have a set of male, female and disabled toilets. Initially, these toilets will be accessed during lesson time, so that we can minimize the number of students that are around and about during the corridors, making sure it is as safe as possible to, first of all, move through the corridors, and then secondly, of course, use the toilets. Year 11, your social time is just as important as your learning time. It's really important in this very important year that you have a downtime with your friends, to relax, have some food, have some drink. And yes, the social times are limited, but we want to make sure that actually you do enjoy those fully. So as you can see, one of the areas that you can use once you've got your lunch, and don't forget, we are recommending that you get your packed lunch, that you bring in a packed lunch, but if you can't and you want to have some school food, that's fine. You can use the new servery area that we'll show you. But one of the areas you can use is here, the new covered area where we're going to have a marquee, and as you can see, it's being erected right now and ready for when you guys start on the 3rd of September. The other area that you can use will be out here into the main school entrance. We're at the main school entrance now, and for the first time we're allowing you just outside here to experience your lunch and your break times. We're going to have some seating there as well for you to be able to use. And as you can see, the servery, which is brand new, that we didn't get an opportunity to use before lockdown, will be available for you guys during your break and lunch times as well. And there's also a very special area that you will be able to use, which will be your indoor-outdoor COVID-19 secure common room, which is both indoor and outdoor, very well ventilated. You can see that we've got a door at the end there as well, which means that you can go in, spend some time in there, and then go outside as well. So it's really important that whilst the time that you have for social time is limited, that you really enjoy it.